Well, good evening back in Indiana, and it's Dr. Miller here with Jessica and my Uncle Paul and Emily. We are taking our walk of the day, and I tell you what, out here in California, it's kind of interesting looking at the differences in the phenotypes of people, basically looking at the different shapes and sizes. And back in the Midwest, we're pretty typical, and I'm a little overweight, and I'm dealing with resolving some insulin issues. And as I do that, we're walking around here, and it's the people aren't the same. um, and as we go on this walk, which is an everyday occurrence, twice a day, three times, I was going to say three times a day, we, we walk this walk, and it's about how much elevation is there? Three or 400. So it's 300 to 400 feet of up and down, and it's I don't know what the elevation here is, but you can feel it. Well, the sea is out there, so yeah, we're well above sea level, 300 or 400 feet, and so it's kind of interesting just looking at the people here and looking at how healthy people are here, and the difference between here and Columbus or North Vernon. And so when you're looking at this and trying to figure this out, the pace here is a lot slower. Here comes Emily. Where's she at? There she is.
She's from the mountains.
Yeah. There's the mountain ranges.
You got mountains on one side and the ocean on the other.
Ocean on the other. But there aren't 9,000 McDonald's. The shops today didn't open until
to be exact,
10 or 11.
We've been to two cities close together. We have two McDonald's, one Subway, and one Taco Bell that probably were less than 500 square feet. Hardly anybody in line, but there's hundreds of wonderful mom and pop shops. There's no Walmarts. There's healthy grocery stores, farmers markets. It's amazing. Y'all should come.
Yeah. But that's just got to start to get you thinking about community. And they talk about the social determinants of health. And when you're looking at the social determinants of health, you really have to look at the people that you hang around with. Because if no matter what your genetics are, and let me just show you Paul again. Paul, just for giggles, how old are you?
79 3/4.
79 3/4. This is my Uncle Paul. So I have these genetics, thank God. But we do not look anywhere like he does. And that's just because of his friends. His friends are all out and about. Say hi. And it's just the pace of things. They're all healthy. They're all healthy because they're not eating crap. They get together, they work, and they have a very slow pace about them. And if you read the book called The Blue Zones, the elevation that we're talking about, the 300 feet of elevation, walking this several times a day, that's exactly what the Japanese do. That's exactly what the Italians do. That's what all these people do. And it's not about the hustle and bustle. And we really just don't need all that fast-paced crap. And like I said just a moment ago, the stores really, I don't know if they don't open at 10 or 11 because what that people to do. So if you can get up in the morning and you're not rushed and you get to, get up with your family, have breakfast, go work out. We were on the trails today. How many people did we see on the trails?
Several dogs. This is the place to be because everybody has dogs, and dogs are friendly. Everywhere places are dog friendly. So you call 911 if you see a dog in distress. There's places that keeps your dog's stuff picked up off the ground. And and I told Trevor we should make a sticker that says "Cats' lives matter too."
Not a lot of cats here, lots of dogs. That's a question I have. I don't have the answer. I don't know the answer, but I do know that it allows us to get up and to go slow. And part of life is just about being relaxed. Think about the response of always being anxious. Yeah, things you just don't see. But think about being stressed all the time. For California being so high tech, the spottiness of reception here of cell phones and stuff is actually quite amusing because you could be going along and you think you should have cell phone signal and you don't. But anyway, getting back to just the pace of things, and as you can hear, we've got another dog.
Yeah.
Oh,
Very loudly.
It's okay.
it's all good.
What's her name?
Callie.
Callie. Hi, Callie.
Callie and Callie.
How you guys doing?
We're
Good.
How are you?
This
is my nephew and
Good.
his wife.
She's right here.
Oh, she leads the way.
Yes,
Yes, she does.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
my
in our
nephew
garage.
from Indiana.
From Indiana. Hey, welcome. What city?
North Vernon,
I have no
Columbus.
Columbus. Okay.
You
Yeah.
have no you have no reason to ever want to visit.
Well, no, that's not true. I used to go to Wright Pat all the time.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So, yeah, kind of.
You knew where you were in the area. You were within a couple hours.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So
Welcome.
Nice.
Well-
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, likewise.
Bye, Callie.
He is amazing. He's
Yeah, he is.
wonderful.
We
Absolutely amazing.
we try to keep up.
yeah, he whipped us on the bicycle the other day.
Oh, hey, I got one. I bought a bike.
Did
Oh,
you?
good.
Bike, yeah.
All right. I have to go riding.
Yes, absolutely. You'll outride me, I know.
Yeah. Have a good night.
See you, Paul. Bye.
Thank
Nice
you.
to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you. And that was another thing. Uncle Paul is 79 3/4 and still riding bicycles. So I know people who are 40 years old and are afraid to get on a bicycle because they think they're going to break. It's just a different mindset. Everything's a little different here. So, and I don't know why we can't do that at home. I mean, for those of us who own businesses, why can't we open up a little later, giving our employees a chance to get up in the morning and go for a walk or go work out? Definitely not going to get the walk that you get here because of the sun and the elevation and everything else. So,
The weather.
yeah, not with the weather that's getting ready to come in Indiana. Right now it's like 75-ish here. So it's very interesting, and it's definitely a different mindset. And being in Santa Barbara and moving around and going to other places, it was no different.
It was beautiful this morning.
What is it?
68.
68. I thought it was warmer than that. So
Put all my
just
long sleeves on.
awesome. And we're right by the ocean. We came out here for our anniversary, and Uncle Paul was nice enough to welcome us into his home.
bicycles. Then I have to go and mess up my
She's still on the mend, but she's out of her sling and has probably 80% of the motion of her elbow back. So,
means we got to come back, right, Paul?
yep. Kathy says hello.
Hey, Miss Kathy.
Let's say hi.
Look, I'm
Moving her elbow.
almost ready for bicycle.
Oh. And as you can tell, I'm kind of breathing a little heavy walking up and down this. And Paul's not breaking a sweat.
Nope.
Totally used to this.
Yeah, this doesn't bother you at all. He calls us flatlanders.
We are, but I'm trying to convince him not to be,
Been here 48 years.
and we still have time. We can still be here that long, Paul. We still have time.
Yeah, anytime you want to come.
Well, how far away is Loma Linda, California from here?
Is that north?
I have no idea.
It's near LA. I think it's near LA, isn't it?
I don't know. I have to look it up. So, but Loma Linda, California is the only blue zone in the United States. And so it is, but it's a blue zone because of the amount of Seventh day Adventists.
Okay.
And they are,
I can Google it real quick here.
the funny thing about that, my dad hated technology, and his brother is able to use it all.
Electrical engineer.
There you go. He's not afraid of it. But that's, you know, it just amazes me. Why can we not have this type of a mentality back in Indiana? You know, we're not going to have the weather, but goodness, we can go do other things. And so we're actually running the loop backwards today. And Kathy says, it's good to see you using your arm.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm still kind of locked. This is about as much as I got, and I can't bring it to me, but I can. I finally put food. My game is to put food in my hand and try to make it to my mouth.
She was trying to eat a pretzel, and that was kind of funny. It was like when you tease a horse with a carrot and you have it just far enough away, and the horse is like, oh.
But I did make it to my mouth, and Uncle Paul says that's because it's the California sunshine.
It's near San Bernardino.
And how far away is that from here?
Let's see.
What's scary out here is there's a bug. We can. It's east of here. Oh, so it's further inland. So any of my people own businesses, I would actually put that challenge out there to see. Dropped off for a moment, but and life around here really doesn't. Even though Uncle Paul gets up at 5:30 in the morning, life itself around here doesn't really get going until 10 o'clock. Patty. And we have all of our same types of people. We just walked past a gentleman who has his entire car packed like a pack rat.
Garage.
Yeah, and his garage. So people are the same. It's not the people. It's the culture and the community.
Well,
And we're going to have to start to foster that for ourselves.
and it's not even about monies.
Yeah.
Because we were sitting at a wonderful breakfast this morning, loving the culture here, looking at the people, having a great time. So we figured we would Google. And actually, the mean income
Per capita income, yeah.
is basically the same.
Yeah. I think at the most it was $1,000 difference.
You may pay a little more money for your food, but the food is 10 times better. Like the quality of the food
We have a lot of
is amazing.
stuff growing locally.
Big on organic.
Yeah, the organic foods here and all of that stuff are unbelievable. Let's see.
So we were talking it's a trade-off. We pay all of our extra money out for medications and
Yeah.
and things like that, whereas we always talk about regulations and legislation, but it seems to be where it protects the people more than it harms the people
We got
because
heating,
they have a great lifestyle.
heating and cooling costs
Yeah.
that don't exist here.
So it's actually pretty interesting. And the other thing, I mean, we're here, it's 70 degrees. I don't know how the vitamin D content from the sun is here. You can feel the heat. It's not like a 68 at home where it's kind of chilly. It's a warming thing. We're about on the same parallel as Marietta, Georgia, and I think that's the same parallel that says the sun basically will help you produce vitamin D year round. And so Uncle Pong will put you on the spot again.
Okay.
And you don't have to say anything. So, but how many medications are you on?
Basically, just one drug, and then a lot of
Vitamins.
and supplements.
So
And he can
For
run
cholesterol.
circles around us.
he never stops. As a matter of fact, I took a nap just 20 minutes ago and I was the only one. But
I grilled ribs yesterday. We're gonna have them tonight.
And we cook amazing soup.
oh yeah, we just had a chicken soup that was fabulous. And so that's, those are the things that are absent back home. We all sat around the table and ate together. And it just isn't fast. So, and I don't know that I know of any 79-year-old patient that I have that's not on multiple medications. So, something we've got to think about back in Indiana, because it is something that does affect us. Is it worth it to pay a little more for food if you're not having multiple doctor visits, taking multiple medications, and doing that stuff? I think so.
Yeah.
I don't have any. Yeah.
So when are we moving?
I don't have any problem with paying.
You set up your own practice?
Yeah.
Who's thinking that, Paul? Who's thinking that?
Heck no, you're the sugar mama. You're the traveling.
Sugar mama here.
You're the traveling nurse.
Absolutely be the sugar mama here.
Yeah. Nurse and traveling nurse, hospice care, or whatever.
But it's very interesting to sit back and watch this and try to figure all of that out, because it's not a money thing, because they really don't make that much. They don't make any more than we do.
Well, we have to talk about the community factor here as well as the culture, because Uncle Paul has tomatoes in a macadamia nut tree, which I got to pick up a handful of them. His neighbors have lemons and avocados, and they all share, and they take care of each other.
Yeah, we didn't even see this when we traveled into Florida.
We didn't. This is an amazing culture and community, and like true community.
And all of your friends are, I would assume, over 60 years of age, and everybody's living independently.
Yeah, I wanted guacamole. It took Uncle Paul like 2 minutes to find fresh avocados. Just had to call the neighbor.
And so it is.
We got one for tonight.
It's one for the night.
And it's just quite a difference. And it's something to think about. So those of you guys who can travel,
Persimmons. We forgot passion fruit persimmons. What else? What else we got growing around the neighborhood?
Green beans.
Green beans.
so it's
Grapes. Neighbor has grapes.
yeah, we haven't eaten any grapes yet. So, none of it comes from Walmart or whatever, Kroger or anything like that. So it's, truly homegrown. It makes a difference. So, that's back to the whole eat local, eat from.
This is my first
Don't-
garden too.
Cool.
I just had the backyard landscaped.
Yeah, he has an amazing backyard.
Yeah, most of the landscape or ground is like that. And it's not what I would say what we see in Indiana, but then it's very rich and fertile once they do start to work it.
Oh, it's just so lush here. There's so much.
But you see, this is a common. You see the gentleman walking the dog there. That's a common sight. Actually, this is the first walk we've been on that we haven't seen multiple people with dogs out.
Yeah, we went to the beach and there was probably 70 dogs.
Yeah.
Literally. That's not even exaggeration. There's like probably 70 dogs.
And you're sitting at the restaurants, and all the dogs are allowed to be at the restaurants. Generally, they're on the ground on the leash, but they're still allowed in there. And if you look at or think about your microbiome, that's what boils into that. So yeah, Kathy, you're right. I should have said that last year before the challenge was out and made that something to strive for. But nothing says we can't do that now. And I think there just needs to be a shift in America as a whole towards maybe that,
You go on the bone broth diet.
That's right. Bone broth diet. He showed me his bone broth cookbook. I didn't think about that. Bone broth has glycine in it, has everything to heal up the gut. Actually, Jessica's been able to eat bread here, and it hasn't tore her up. So, I don't know. A lot to contemplate. I'm not going to figure it out. I'm not that person. But I do see where it helps, and I don't know how to implement that at the clinic yet. I'll figure it out. Well, we're at about 30 minutes. We do appreciate you humoring us on our walk along, and Uncle Paul, thank you for allowing us to invade on your private time.
No problem. Enjoyed it.
Yeah, we're going to cry. I'm going to cry when I have to leave Uncle Paul and Emily.
I think she wants to stay.
Yeah, I don't know that I'll be gone long.
And with that, everybody be healthy out there and think about these types of things. Get outside. Actually, go to different places and check things
Get
out.
a dog.
Yeah, get it. Actually, a lot of people have dogs in Indiana,
Yeah.
but they're not allowed to go anywhere. They're not allowed to do anything.
Huh? I think I found ice for a frog.
Oh yeah.
She's got an art project she's
Yeah,
brewing.
Uncle Paul got the little seed pod. Looks like a frog. Got me a rock. Now I got ice.
So we're
I'm
going to have a
make one like Uncle Paul has.
plant frog. So, but like I was closing up with, get outside, go to different places and observe what they eat, observe how much they exercise. The funny thing is, I've probably eaten more this week than I have eaten in the last 2 years, and I'm not gaining any weight. I haven't been able to take any labs to see how my insulin is, but we're also not having cookies, cakes, breads, and pastas every meal. So it,
You
stuff
did
to
have
think
some
about.
pecan pie bars.
Yep, did have some pecan pie bars, and my pants still fit. But
With all the exercise. Emily is the
yeah, Emily runs us around.
personal trainer.
She runs around and keeps us going. But yep, get out, check out all these other places, look at them, see what they eat, see how they look, and just you can kind of gauge the health of a community just by looking at the people, and it's unbelievable here. So thank you. You all be great, and we will see you when we get back.
Bye.